I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, what's a movie tradesman doing out here? You know, they're all left-wingers out there, left of Lenin.
Clint Eastwood, the man, the legend, and a true Hollywood icon. For more than 60 years, he's been a commanding presence in an industry that has constantly changed and adapted. While many in showbiz have adjusted to the shifting tides of political correctness, Clint has remained uniquely himself, standing apart from the crowd.
Two things wrong. One is you asked a question, and two is you asked another question.
This kind of certainty comes but just once in a lifetime.
Every gun makes its own tune.
An accident is fate. Murder.
Clint Eastwood is a reminder of a time when grit, raw emotion, and authenticity were the heart of Hollywood. In today's overly cautious, hyper-aware film industry, his bold approach to storytelling isn't just uncommon, it's groundbreaking. At 94, Clint shows no signs of stopping, whether it's in his work or his candid critique of Hollywood's woke culture. More than just an actor or director, Clint Eastwood embodies what Hollywood once stood for: courage, creativity, and a relentless dedication to meaningful storytelling.
Sound fool.
In an era where Hollywood often prioritizes avoiding controversy over pushing creative boundaries, Clint Eastwood stands as a rare figure unafraid to hold his ground. But what exactly sets him apart from today's industry norms? And why do his views strike a chord with so many? Let's take a closer look at the man, the legend, and the unapologetic force that is Clint Eastwood. One thing is clear: Hollywood isn't what it used to be.
What you're thinking? You're thinking, what's a movie tradesman doing out here? You know, they're all left-wingers out there, left of Lenin.
Decades ago, Hollywood was a place for bold visionaries, creative risk-takers who weren't afraid to challenge the status quo or spark meaningful conversations. Next voik, in the last 10 to 15 years, Hollywood has undergone a dramatic change. Political correctness now heavily influences the stories we see, and the fear of cancel culture has left many creators treading carefully. Clint Eastwood, however, is the complete opposite. For him, storytelling has always been about truth, even when it's tough to confront. From the raw realities of war in American Sniper to the complex themes of racism and redemption in Gran Torino Clint has never backed down from addressing challenging topics head-on.
In Hollywood, it's just that conservative people, by the nature of the word itself, play a little more close to the vest. They don't go around
Today's Hollywood, such honesty often comes at a cost. Films and creators are frequently criticized for not aligning with the constantly shifting standards of what's considered acceptable. But Clint Eastwood isn't interested in pleasing critics or conforming to trends. His priority has always been the same: telling stories that reflect real life, no matter how messy or uncomfortable it may be. Let's rewind to one of Clint Eastwood's most talked about moments. It was 1973, and the Academy Awards were packed with controversy. Marlon Brando had just refused his Oscar for The Godfather as a protest against Hollywood's treatment of Native Americans, sending activist Sachin Littlefeather to decline the award on his behalf. The incident made headlines and stirred heated debates across the industry.
One. There's a Mexican, a Jew, and a colored guy go into a bar. The bartender looks up and says, "Get the fuck out of here."
Later that night, when Clint Eastwood took the stage, he delivered a line that solidified his reputation as someone unafraid to challenge the norm. With his trademark deadpan delivery, he quipped, "You don't know if I should present this award on behalf of all the cowboys shot in all the John Ford westerns over the years." The comment was sharp, unexpected, and undeniably Clint.
Should present this award on behalf of all the cowboys shot in all the John Ford westerns over the years.
Time, Clint's comment was seen as a joke, a touch of humor in an otherwise tense moment. But today, that same line has been scrutinized, criticized, and even used in cancel campaigns against him. Critics have called it insensitive and even racist, demanding apologies from a man who, quite simply, doesn't apologize for being himself. To Clint, this is a clear example of political correctness gone too far.
You know, he's so right when he talks about get over it. Please get over it. Because we have got, I mean, we're moving toward almost a fascistic.
Clint has consistently spoken out against the rise of hypersensitivity, arguing that it suppresses creativity and blocks honest discussions from happening.
Political correctness in which you have to have one view in Hollywood, you have to have another in Wall Street and another in Washington, sometimes entirely divorced.
Clint Eastwood's criticism of Hollywood's woke culture isn't just words. It's reflected in the films he creates. A prime example is Gran Torino *.
I've killed women and children. Killed just about everything that walks or crawls at one time or another.
The 2008 film Gran Torino * follows Walt Kowalski, a Korean War vet with deep-rooted prejudices who unexpectedly forms a bond with his Hmong neighbors. The film tackles racism and redemption head-on, without sugarcoating anything. Could a film like Gran Torino * be made today? Probably not. The language and themes would likely ignite backlash before it even reached theaters. But Clint wasn't concerned with playing it safe then, and he certainly isn't now. His focus has always been on telling stories that matter, stories that push audiences to think, reflect, and grow.
Where you're coming from, but read it again, because I think we can make a great statement against violence and killing if we do.
That's what makes Clint's films so powerful. They don't pander, they don't shy away from tough topics, and they feel authentic. Before we dive deeper into Clint's legendary career, I've got a small favor to ask. If you're enjoying this content and want more stories about Hollywood's most iconic figures, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Over 90% of our viewers watch without subscribing, and your support helps us bring more in-depth content like this. Got that? Awesome. Now, back to Clint. Clint Eastwood's willingness to challenge the status quo goes far beyond Gran Torino *. Take his 2020 film Richard Jewell *. The movie tells the true story of a man wrongly accused of planting a bomb during the 1996 Olympics. It tackles the dangers of media sensationalism and jumping to conclusions, issues that remain just as relevant today. But Richard Jewell * didn't exactly earn Clint any fans from the woke crowd.
Correctness in a new Esquire magazine interview. Here's the quotes. Everybody's getting tired of political correctness. Kissing up. That's the kiss-ass I'm sorry I used that word. Generation we're in right now. Everybody's walking.
Some people criticized Richard Jewell * for perpetuating stereotypes, while others took issue with how journalists were portrayed. But Clint didn't back down. For him, the story needed to be told, no matter the backlash. That's what sets Clint Eastwood apart. He doesn't make movies to win awards or please critics. He makes them to tell the truth as he sees it. It's no secret that Clint is no fan of cancel culture. In interviews, he's been vocal about the dangers of pressuring people to conform to one way of thinking.
If people enjoy the differences in everybody, then they are willing to have fun with it.
Clint has described today's climate as almost fascistic, pointing out that the fear of offending others has stifled creativity and open dialogue. To Clint, art should challenge people, not simply comfort them. It should provoke thought, spark conversations, and yes, sometimes even offend. But in today's Hollywood, where even a single controversial line can ignite a social media firestorm, Clint's approach stands out as increasingly rare. The difference between Clint Eastwood and modern Hollywood couldn't be more obvious. Today, the industry often seems more focused on checking boxes than on telling meaningful stories. Scripts are carefully examined for potential offenses, and casting choices are scrutinized for inclusivity. While representation and inclusivity are important, Clint argues they shouldn't come at the cost of authenticity. He's not interested in creating watered-down versions of reality. He's about telling stories that reflect the full spectrum of human nature, the good, the bad, and everything in between.
In a Clint Eastwood movie, you don't even know the camera's rolling, and you just hear over your shoulder, "All right, go."
Despite the criticism, Clint Eastwood continues to be a towering figure in Hollywood. Younger filmmakers look up to his dedication to his craft, and many actors consider working with him a career-defining experience. Clint is known for running a tight, efficient set, trusting his cast and crew, and creating an environment where creativity can flourish, especially in an industry that has become more controlled and formulaic. His approach is a refreshing change from the norm.
Very quick, and he's got a lot of talent. Lot.
Time when Hollywood seems to be losing its edge, Clint Eastwood is a reminder of what the industry could be. His films don't just entertain, they provoke, challenge, and inspire. We need more filmmakers like Clint, creators who aren't afraid to push boundaries, tackle tough topics, and tell stories that matter. The focus should be less on pleasing social media mobs and more on creating art that resonates on a deeper level. Even at 94, Clint Eastwood shows no signs of slowing down. He continues to direct, act, and tell stories that defy convention. His career is a powerful example of staying true to yourself, no matter the criticism.
Rigid about his style. He's not threatened by ideas that the people around him have, and in fact he encourages that because that's why.
Clint Eastwood isn't just a filmmaker. He's a symbol of courage, authenticity, and the relentless pursuit of truth. That's why, after all these years, he remains a force to be reckoned with. So go ahead, make his day, hit that subscribe button, and join us as we celebrate the icons who refuse to be silenced.